Welcome inter-galactiians, you're tuned into the H.A.L. report. I'm your host, H.A.L, or Hooman anomaly logger. Here we digest and analyze the latest news patterns and behavior of the Hooman species. Under analysis today, we have a Hooman sports competition, called skateboarding. This activity typically involves the Hoomans standing upright on a small wooden board that has wheels attached to the bottom. They frolic up and down intricate courses, preforming feats that include spinning, flipping, rotating, and gyrating in a plethora of different directions. The sport is in the spotlight today due to the recent backlash. A fully developed biological male recently participated in a female version of the activity, thoroughly annihilating the competition. As we've reported, Hooman males have recently begun to claim that they are women, the female of their species. Many Hoomans, due to decades of forced rhetoric, and the mental decay brought about by the tenets of postmodernism, have slipped into believing this fallacy to be true as well. Before we analyze, please be sure to subscribe to the channel for news reports, pop culture analysis, and a general day-to-day overview of the Hooman's native world, Earth. Utilize the Hooman thumbs up button below to initiate a full neurosync. Share the video with the nearest planet, and ring the bell so you're notified whenever a new communication is launched. If you're a Hooman, submit a comment with your meaty fingers below. Perhaps we'll spotlight you to the galaxy in a future video. I'd like to thank all of our current subscribers. This video is made possible by viewers like you. Let's talk about this. The DailyMail.com reports, quote, "Trans skateboarder, 29, who beat 13-year-old girl to first prize in women's competition is a divorced, ex-Navy father of 3 who was rejected from Olympic qualifiers for having too much testosterone." The transgender skateboarder, 29, who claimed first prize in a New York City women's competition this weekend, defeating her 13-year-old and 10-year-old competitors, is a divorced, ex-Navy father of 3, who was rejected from the women's Olympic qualifiers last year because testosterone levels were too high. Richie and Trez, 29, beat 13-year-old H.A.L to claim first prize at the Border Street Skating Contest at the Lower East Side Coleman Skate Park in New York City on Saturday, taking home $500. The competition was open to all ages and abilities, but its heats and finals were segregated by gender. Tween H.A.L, who won the event last year, insists she is not at all upset by the result and says Richie should be able to compete. However, others, including fellow skater Taylor Silverman, say it's unfair that they have to compete against someone who developed as a man, making them taller and stronger than their competitors. Now, DailyMail.com can reveal that Trez tried to enter the Women's Street USA Skateboarding National Championships in a bid to qualify for the Olympics, but that was rejected. The father of 3 took hormones, but found afterwards the biological male still has too much testosterone to meet the requirements of the International Olympic Committee. Trez was born Richard Barters, and before taking hormones, which Trez says is the extent of her transition, served 4 years in the US Navy as a machinist petty officer of the 2nd class. As Barters, he married wife Hannah, and the pair welcomed 3 children, the youngest of which is still a toddler. Richie and the ex-wife are now divorced, but as of last year, they were still living together and co-parenting in Los Angeles. Their 3 kids call Trez mom, and say the male is pretty. The Hooman revealed in an interview last year, "I am 28. I have 3 kids. I'm married. I did my time in the military. I own a company. I've decided that I like being pretty and cute, so everything that goes with that is female. I love female bodies. I think it's a work of art. I know I will never be a woman, because women are miraculous. They have babies and create life and do all that awesome stuff. I'll never have that ability, but I feel like I am a woman. I would have wished to be born one, so I'll try to fill that image as much as I can for myself, and that pretty much involves being as cute as can be." Trez said. The company being referred to is Modern Estates, an LA-based construction company run with the now ex-wife, the Hooman's Guatemalan parents. However, are less accepting. In a video shared with US Skateboarding, Richie's father screams in Spanish, mocking Dres, "I can't do anything because I'm a woman, F you." In an accompanying interview, Richie told USA Skateboarding's Robert Brink that the Hooman does not think any other transgender athlete should have to take more hormones to meet gender category requirements because it mutilates their bodies. You can't ask an elite professional athlete to compromise their health. Besides the fact that I've explained transitioning as a sense of enlightenment has nothing to do with your testosterone level. It's a matter of decision and feelings, and you've finally decided to be you. You know, I think the humans have brought this upon themselves. For years, they've doled out affirmation for meaningless dribble. Individuals of their species have begun to require praise in order to function. This act releases a blast of chemicals into the human brain, causing them to become addicted to positive comments on their behaviors and actions. However, due to the large size of the human herd, not all individuals can receive this level of affirmation or praise necessary to survive. It is statistically impossible, requiring these calming and reassuring words. Some lesser human males have begun stealing the words away from younglings and females of their species. Unfortunately, some of these very innocents have been brainwashed into simply allowing, and even condoning the behavior. They also run the risk of being verbally assaulted via a mob of brainless human drones, should they speak out against the aforementioned aberration. Tras shared a gallery of photographs of the Hooman as a man, serving on the USS Abraham Lincoln, and posing with then-pregnant ex-wife. It's unclear when exactly Richie began taking the hormones, but says that is the extent of the transition. "My doctor has asked me how I feel and if I want to step up my dosage. I'm content. I'm like really happy with where I am. It wasn't until this whole Olympic standard thing where I had to reconsider where I was going with it all." The International Olympic Committee has not weighed in on Richie's comments, and Team USA did not respond to inquiries on Monday. Taylor Silverman, another skateboarder, said she has been beaten by transgender competition in the past, and doesn't believe that it's fair. "I have been skateboarding for 11 years and competing for several years. I have been in 3 different contests with trans women, 2 of which I placed second. At the last contest series I did for Red Bull, I placed second. The trans competitor who won took $1,000 in qualifiers, $3,000 in finals and $1,000 in best trick. This totaled to $5,000 prize money meant for the female athletes. I took $1,000 in qualifiers and $1,750 for second place, so $2,750 in total. The girl who deserved $1,000 for best trick took nothing, along with whoever would have placed third. I am sick of being bullied into silence," she said in post earlier this month, before Richie won the border competition. Shiloh Kateri, the 13-year-old who was beaten out of the prize money at the board competition, released an Instagram video on Monday saying she wasn't upset at all about Richie's participation. "I wanted to address everything that's been going on. I don't really have time right now because I'm trying to achieve my dreams of going to the Olympics. I really appreciate everyone just trying to stick up for me, but I'm not upset at all, at all. If anything, I'm really worried about how Richie must be feeling. I really admire her courage. I can't imagine how awful this must feel to see all this hate from all these people. Skateboarding is a wonderful sport. We accept and love everyone no matter how they choose to be identified. We're not judgmental people," she said. "What do you think? Is it right for biological human males to dominate female sports? Should these young girls suffer at the hands of mentally unstable narcissists that have decided they need affirmation and attention by stealing the spotlight away from deserving girls?" Submit your responses via datapad below. As always, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video with a friend, and ring the bell so you never miss a report. Thank you for tuning in. Until the next communication. This has been H.A.L, reporting from Earth.